The following contains spoilers for the upcoming season of Game of Thrones. Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about Jon Snow's fate in Season 7. I'm going to explain every event related to Jon. In this video, you're going to see Jon in Winterfell, in Dragonstone and in his battle beyond the wall, based on leaked photos, leaked plot and our theories as well, so let's just jump into it. As you already probably know, HBO revealed teaser of a new season a week ago, which only few lucky fans could see just before the new episode of Westworld. Meanwhile, this video has been uploaded online on HBO's official YouTube channel a few days ago. However, in that HBO short video, we can see Jon talking to someone, probably to Sansa. In our opinion, that's the scene in which Jon is saying to Sansa that he has received an invitation from Daenerys to come and meet her at Dragonstone and that he is heading south. According to leaked plot, he'll set Sansa as the ruler of Winterfell while Jon is being at Dragonstone. This scene is obviously happening before Jon's arrival at shores of Dragonstone. As we can see from leaked photos, Kit Harington, known as Jon Snow, was on filming set on Isle at Gastalax in Basque Country, the location which will represent Dragonstone in the upcoming season. Also, we can see the scene in which Tyrion, Missandei and Connor welcome Jon Snow and Davos to Dragonstone with a formal handshake between the king in the north and the hand of the queen. Later, from leaked photos we can see Jon Snow and Davos walking on the walls of Dragonstone and talking, while few Dothraki warriors are guarding them. After Jon and Davos arrive at Dragonstone, it won't take too long to wait for a meeting between Jon and Daenerys. Here is the proof. The image was taken from a distance, but it is without a doubt an official meeting between Daenerys Targaryen and Jon Snow. As the reason of their meeting, we can assume it's Daenerys who sent an invitation to demand from Jon to support her as a rightful claimer of the Iron Throne. While Jon accepts an invitation to come at Dragonstone discuss with Daenerys about true war that is coming, and to try to convince her that the real war is just about to come. It's the one against the Night's King's army. At first Daenerys won't believe Jon, but Tyrion will convince her that she has to give him a chance to prove his statements. While Jon's presence at Dragonstone, there will also be a meeting between him and Theon Greyjoy. It was Alfie Allen's, or aka Theon's, first appearance on set this year, and yet it didn't start well for Theon. We have seen the scene in which Jon, Davos, Missandei and a few Dothraki warriors welcome the just arrived Theon and few Ironborn men in the shores of Dragonstone. Actually, the word welcome is not the most appropriate term for that scene. As we all expected, Jon is furious while meeting Theon. That's the man who betrayed his brother, actually his cousin, Robb Stark, and took the Winterfell by force, including killing few loyal Stark's men. Firstly, when Theon arrived at Dragonstone, Jon grabbed him by the lapels. While we can't hear what he is saying to him, we can assume he is probably insulting him. Fortunately for Theon, the king in the north abstained himself. Instead of escalating the conflict, Jon had gone off in an anger. We've explained where from Theon came and what's the meaning of the Ironborns beating Theon, after Jon was finished with him in one of our previous videos. Meanwhile, Jorah Mormont also came to Dragonstone. While the crew was filming Izumaya, Jorah is seen talking to Tyrion as Daenerys approached, escorted by the Thrakis as her guard, and had a conversation with Jorah. Irrelevant to this topic, but we've noticed and we have to highlight that Daenerys is wearing black outfit with a red cloak, which means that Daenerys will finally wear colors of her house in the upcoming season. However, the main question is, did Jorah cure his grayscale, or did he fail in his mission but has returned to Dany anyway, to help her as long as he can before it spreads that much until it makes him kill himself? We'll have to wait a little longer to know the answer on that question. Also, there's one more major role that is going to appear in Season 7 at Dragonstone and meet with all of these main characters. It's Gendry. Joe Dempsey, the actor that plays Gendry, appeared on filming set on Muriel Beach in Barica. The leaked photo shows that Davos and Gendry are probably at King's Landing and were together preparing the boat to leave, when all of a sudden two gold cloaks approached. Davos, then in favor to allow the conflict, demonstrated to them that the boat is instantly empty by pulling back the tarp. Davos also bribed the gold cloaks, who turned to leave, but just then Tyrion showed up and passed by them. The gold cloaks have spotted Tyrion and came back immediately. Perhaps they recognized him or suspected that it might be Tyrion Lannister. Davos tried to avoid a possible conflict by trying to talk to them, but the guards grabbed their swords. That's when Gendry reacted, picked up his warhammer from the boat and struck them from behind. Then Davos, Tyrion and Gendry pushed the boat offshore and headed to Dragonstone. Now, when the most main characters are in Dragonstone, for instance Daenerys, Missandei, Varys, Tyrion, Grey Worm, Jon Snow, Davos, Theon Greyjoy, Gendry and Jorah, next what we're going to see is a few of them preparing to leave. From leaked photos we can see Jorah and Daenerys talking scene, in which Dany says farewell to her advisor, who in return vows to his queen. As the scene goes on, Daenerys turns to Jon. Meanwhile, Jorah helps some men to prepare the boat. These men, as you can see in the photos, are Davos and Gendry. As we've told, Gendry was brought to Dragonstone. The scene does end surprisingly as Jon, Davos, Gendry and Jorah push the boat and go away together. What everyone wants to know now is, where are they going? Our first thought is north, beyond the wall, as leaked plot says that Jon will lead Jorah, Davos and Gendry together with the Hound, two brothers without banners. Tormund and a few brothers from Nightwatch are going to try to catch a White in favor to prove Daenerys and show the rest of the Empire the real danger that threatens them. There are some, let's call it, proofs that are going in favor for this theory. Game of Thrones crew have been quietly constructing a large snowy set at Wall Hill Quarry in the hills above Belfast. Crew has blanketed the area with fake snow and created an artificial icy surface rather like an iced over lake. You can also see a large green screen with snowy ground beneath it. An icy location points to Season 7, taking us beyond the wall and kind of supports our theory. As we've said, our thoughts are that they are going beyond the wall, which fits the icy location that the crew is trying to make as best as they can. Also, in leaked plot, there's mention that Jon and his team will get attacked by Night King's army while they are trying to catch White. In details, it is described that they are going to be attacked on the icy surface by Undead Army and White Polar Bear, in which one brother without banners is going to get killed. Apparently, the most of Jon's team, actually all of them, will be saved by Daenerys and her dragons, while she will manage to save Jon. Jon will almost get killed, while being surrounded by the horde of White Walkers and Whites, when all of a sudden Benjen will appear and save his nephew. It seems that Benjen's role in Game of Thrones is to save his nephews. As we know, Benjen has already saved Bronn, in case you forgot. By the leaked plot, Benjen will set wounded Jon on his horse and save him, while he'll stay and fight as long as he can. An iced over lake, snowy ground, with fake snow and the icy surface that the crew made seems that it more than fits in leaked plot. Furthermore, there are some hard proofs, as we have two leaked photos. In the first one, we can see the unit of White Walkers in this crew-made set, which they were preparing for a few weeks. For this shooting, 300 extras had been brought on this icy set, what makes this theory almost 100% true. The second photo also goes in favor to this theory, as we can see three characters that have never crossed paths in previous season, but are now together just like theory says, and guess where they are all at? Belfast, the location where the crew was preparing an icy set for a few weeks. Third photo would be a final confirmation for this theory, but this leaked photo's quality is way too low. In our opinion, it's Jon preparing for filming on the icy set, but since the quality is too low, we're going to wait a little more to proclaim this theory as confirmed, but be sure that we are going to give you even more proofs about this theory. After Daenerys saved Jon's group from the undead horde, she will obviously at this point believe Jon's statements about White Walkers and Whites. Jon and Daenerys will at this point need other lords' support. They need all men who can swing with sword, they need all the armies to have a chance against the Night King's army, but for all the other lords they need to have the proofs to gain their support. There are some rumors from leaked plot that eventually Jon will somehow catch a White with Daenerys' help after his first failed attempt, which could be an explanation of most excited scene that is going to happen in Season 7. It's the scene from filming in southern Spain, the scene from Italica's set. Italica's amphitheater and Seville's royal shipyards will depict the Dragon Pit. Jeremy Podesva, the guy who is directing the Season 7 premiere and the finale, was in Italica, which surely plays this scene in Season 7 finale rather than Season 7 premiere. This is even more exciting once you realize that 13 starring cast members are confirmed to have a role at the Dragon Pit, accompanied by 4 guest stars. With 17 major characters, the scene filmed in Dragon Pit will be the most important scene in Season 7 for future events. This is a historic confluence of characters: Cersei, Daenerys, Jon Snow, Tyrion, Jaime, Davos, Missandei, Sandor, Theon, Brienne, Varys, Bronn, Jorah, Euron, Qyburn, Ad and Gregor. With all of these characters being together at the same place, anything is possible to happen. The question is, why are all of them together at the same place at Dragon Pit? In our opinion, all the lords of Westeros and all important powerful people will be invited at Dragon Pit by Jon Snow or Daenerys Targaryen to witness the true danger that faces them, the danger of White Walkers' horde and the horde of their Whites. While bigger part of the lords are going to be horrified by seeing the White and will agree to unite all of their army together as one in favor to have a chance of surviving. According to the plot leak, Cersei is going to be skeptical. She won't consider it as a true danger and will order the Mountain to kill the White and prove to everyone that it's not a big deal. Plot leak says that the Mountain will fail to accomplish the order. He won't kill the White, not even after the White gets to the final point of dismemberment. While it seems that all of the Lords support Jon Snow and Daenerys and are going to send their armies to the north, Cersei doesn't consider the situation as everyone else does. Furthermore, Cersei welcomes the horde of White Walkers alongside with their whites. She considers the horde of them and the army will only benefit her by killing all of her enemies. The last thing all fans are wondering about is, will Bronn reveal to Jon who his real mother is? The answer is simply no. Bronn will arrive in Winterfell in the first few episodes of the upcoming season, but not soon enough. Bronn will arrive in Winterfell while Jon is already at Dragonstone or is heading to Dragonstone. This is our opinion about Jon Snow's fate in Season 7, supported by leaked photos and leaked plot. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, and see you in the next one.